Hi, my name is Emma and I run a publishing company that focus on LGBTQIA+.
Emma is a writer and the founder of the publishing company Simusdotter Förlag.
We are a publishing company that gives out LGBTQIA+ related books surrounding fantasy, sci-fi and horror genre. When I was a child, I didn't found stories and literature that involved me as a queer person, and I just found it so weird. And I was lacking the representation around people, all people. I'm a bit confused, no, not, because I usually say that I'm pansexual, maybe bi. I have a little difficulty to just be one, but I would say that I'm mostly pansexual.
So why is representation important?
Everyone should feel included, also in literature and all types of media that we use, and not just one type of people.
And she has felt this way for a long time.
I have a mother that read Harry Potter for me and my brother when we were going to sleep. I just found it so amusing and wonderful to dive into a whole new world. But even in Harry Potter, it was, in my opinion, lacking some of the aspects of representation. I think that Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling is kind of problematic in these days, but that was my dive into the literature. And then I've always been reading a lot. When I first started writing, I immediately got into creating stories and stuff like that. So that's been my path in life, and I've always wanted to write and be a writer.
And the authors they're working with in the publishing company feels the same way about representation.
The authors we are working with in Simusdotter Förlag is people who also wants to broaden the representation in literature, especially fantasy, sci-fi and horror. It's not always people in the queer community, but we as a company want to, of course, include all people, but with the same values. And we want everyone to feel welcome to our publishing company, and that's our most important value in our work.
Let's back up a little bit and listen to how Emma started the company.
When I first wrote my first novel, I didn't have the publishing company at that time. I sent it around to other publishing companies and wanted it to be published, but they didn't want it, so they said just no, we're not interested. So I was a bit bummed at the time, and I decided that no one would rule over my dreams, so I took care of it and started my publishing company by myself first. And I published my first novel as an ebook in the 2019. And then in 2020 I included my best friend and co-worker Katarina Dering Wallander and my fiancé Anton Holgersson in the work with the company. And in 2020 we published 2 more novels. It's been an amazing ride.
And it's going well for them.
We are publishing more and more books and with more writers that have the same value as us. And it's been amazing to see the writers' enthusiasm, and they really want to work with us, and we really want to work with them. So it's been amazing to read those awesome stories, and with the people included from all different kinds of identities, and yeah.
They have also done some collabs with other queer companies.
As a publishing company, we try to support the community. So we are hoping to grow around the community as well, and not just, here's literature. So we want to include the whole community in our publishing company, and more people, more queer people also. So we want everyone to be welcome, or feel welcome, and not be afraid of throw themselves out there, because We want everyone to be included in our company.
And some final words.
When I started this publishing company, I was a dreamer and I wanted to dream about this whole thing. And our slogan is a publishing company where we allow ourselves to dream. And that's what it's all about.